Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Greetings to my respected lecturer, Mr. Suwarsito, and my dear friends. I hope you're all in good health and having a wonderful day. My name is Sutamili Tanggardini and my student ID number is 63250595. This video is part of my midterm test project, and I'm truly honored to present it to you today. Indonesia is a magnificent archipelago with more than 17,000 islands and hundreds of ethnic groups. This incredible geography has created one of the most vibrant culinary heritages in the world. Today, I want to take you on a journey to explore the deep and rich flavors of our beloved Indonesia. Let's begin in the west on the island of Sumatra. Sumatran cuisine is famous for its bold and spicy flavors. First, we have pempek from Palembang, a savory fish cake served with a spicy sour vinegar sauce called cuko. But the most iconic dish is definitely rendang from West Sumatra. Rendang is a culinary masterpiece that takes hours of slow cooking beef with coconut milk and complex spices until it becomes dark, tender, and intensely flavorful. Because of this dish, I have a personal favorite. If you ask me what food I love the most, I will answer nasi padang. For me, nothing beats the feeling of seeing dozens small plates served on the table. I especially love how a big piece of rendang complements the warm rice and green chili. It makes me feel proud that rendang is recognized globally as one of the best dishes on earth. Moving to Java, the flavors are a balanced mix of sweet and savory. In our capital city, Jakarta, we have the iconic gado-gado, a healthy mix of vegetable with rich peanut sauce, and kerak telur, a unique Jakarta street food. Next, we have the world-famous nasi goreng, often called the national dish of Indonesia. Along with it, we have satay, seasoned meat grilled over hot charcoal with a smoky aroma. From East Java, we have rawon, a beef soup with a deep black color that comes from a traditional nut called kluwek. Traveling to Kalimantan, we find soto banjar, a refreshing chicken soup with aromatic spices like cinnamon and nutmeg. Then, in Sulawesi, we have Coto Makassar, a hearty beef soup that represents the bold culture of the people of Makassar. Finally, in Papua and Maluku, we find papeda. Here, people use sago to make a clear, sticky porridge served with ikan kuah kuning or yellow fish soup. This variety proves Indonesia is a land of abundance. In conclusion, the diversity of our cuisine is a national treasure that represents our identity. From my favorite nasi padang to the exotic papeda, our food tells the story who we are. Thank you very much, Mr. Suwarsito, for this opportunity. I hope you enjoy my speech and having a wonderful day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, my respected lecturer, Mr. Suwarsito, and my dear friends. After my speech about the diversity of Indonesian cuisine, now I will continue with my presentation about degrees of comparison. This topic is used to compare adjective or adverbs in a sentence. First, let's talk about the definition. A degree of comparison is a form of adjective used to compare a person, thing, or quality with another. It's related to adjectives and adverbs in a sentence. The Collins Dictionary defines the degree of comparison as the listing of the positive, comparative, and superlative forms of an adjective or adverb. In other words, it can be said that one can use the degree of comparison to make a comparison between nouns having comparable quality or qualities. Now, let's talk about some general rules. First, for one-syllable adjectives, we add "er" for comparative and "as" for superlative. Second, for two-syllable adjectives ending in "y", we change "y" to "I" and add "er" or "s". Third, for adjectives with two or more syllables, we usually use "more" or "most". Fourth, some adjectives have irregular forms such as good, better, best, bad, worse, worse, and far, farther, farthest. Fifth, comparatives use than. When making a comparison, always use than. Next, let's talk about common mistakes in degrees of comparison. First, we should not use double comparatives or superlatives such as more, better. Second, we also should always use than in comparative sentence. Third, we should not use most or more with adjectives that already take er or as endings. Fourth, some adjectives like unique, perfect, and empty don't have comparative or superlative forms. Fifth, adverbs also follow degree rules such as quickly, more quickly, and most quickly. Now, I will explain the positive degree. The positive degree of comparison is the simplest form of an adjective or adverb. It says a quality without comparing two or more people, places, or things. For example, in the sentence, she is clever. The word clever is an adjective in the positive degree. Use the positive degree when you want to describe only one thing or person with no comparison involved. This form is commonly found in dictionaries. When you look up words, you are most often seeing the positive degree is used in everyday communication to simply state qualities, like in the sky is blue or the cat sleeps quietly. Rules and structure for using positive degree of comparison. First, use the best form of an adjective or adverb. Example, happy, quick, well, and fast. Second, no er or s suffix is added in the positive degree. Example, tall, small, and big. Third, do not use more or most with positive degree adjectives. For example, not more smart. Fourth, use positive degree when describing only one subject, not when making a comparison. Fifth, irregular adjectives like good are also used in their root form for the positive degree. Six, adverbs ending in "ly" remain unchanged in the positive degree. The formula of the positive degree is subject plus to be plus as plus adjective or adverb plus as plus noun. For example, I hope you enjoy your holiday as much as we do. Jungwon is as handsome as a hill. The weather today is as hot as yesterday. Jack drives as fast as his brother. He is as tall as his uncle. Next, the comparative degree of comparison. The comparative degree is used to compare between two nouns that have the same quality or the particular quality of a noun at two different times. It shows which one of the two has the greater or lesser degree of the particular quality being referred to. Common mistakes when using comparative degree. First, don't use both more and er together. For example, more tailor. Second, don't use regular patterns with irregular adjective. For example, gooder for good. Third, always include than when comparing two items. Fourth, don't use comparative for more than two items. Use superlative instead. The formula of the comparative degree is subject plus to be plus comparative adjective plus than plus noun. For example, my house is larger than hers. Lintang is taller than Indah. Bekasi is harder than Bandung. This car is more expensive than my last one. This Ferrari is faster than that Lamborghini. Andy drives more carefully than his brother. Next, the superlative degree of comparison is the form an adjective or adverb takes to show that someone or something has the greatest or least amount of a quality among three or more. For example, biggest, most helpful, and less expensive are all superlative. This helps express extremes like the best, worst, tallest, or smallest in a group. Common mistakes and quick tips. First, never use most with s. Say smartest, not most smartest. Second, always use the before a superlative adjective. She is the brightest student. Third, remember irregular adjective. Good, best, bad, words, far, farthers, or furthers. Fourth, use superlative form only when comparing three or more. For two, use the comparative. Fifth, practice forming sentences with superlatives to build confidence for exam and real conversations. The formula of the superlative degree is subject plus to be plus the plus superlative adjective plus noun. For example, Lintang is the smartest person in this room. This is the most delicious cake I have ever tasted. Jay is the most humble student in the class. She runs the fastest in the team. In conclusion, the three degrees of comparison have different functions in a sentence. The positive degree describes a single quality, the comparative degree compares two things, and the superlative degree compares three or more things and show the highest level. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.